Hey everybody, my name is Minu. Some of you who know me know that's what I like to go by. Some of you who don't know me, don't worry about it. I like to go by Minu or whatever. I'm wearing my Junji Ito shirt. If you like horror and you like messed up stuff, I guarantee you will have a great time looking him up and wrecking your life. If you don't like horror, or you think you like horror but you can only like watch it with someone else during the day, don't look him up. Don't look him up. You're gonna wreck your life. You're gonna be calling me, texting me like, Meaning, why you do this to me? He'll have you looking at doors weird. He'll have you looking at blinds weird. He'll have you scared of things that make absolutely no sense. So don't look him up if you're easily scared or if you have any kind of phobias. The reason that I wanted to make this video was because I wanted to talk about my experiences almost getting involved with an MLM, particularly Amway and Wide DreamBuilders. And I wanted to talk about it because for the longest time, whenever somebody gets involved in the MLM, or I see somebody on Facebook talking about how to make a lot of money doing nothing, or how to make a lot of money just from your phone and all that stuff, I talk a lot of shit. I talk so much shit. I'd be like, I don't understand how these people could fall for this. I don't understand why anyone thinks that this is appropriate. You're ruining your friendships. You're ruining your family relationships. And it's just a whole mess. Like, why would you even get involved in it? And then my dumb ass goes and almost gets involved in it. So now I kind of understand a little bit how people get involved in these things. I'm still gonna talk shit because even myself, I feel like, okay, you was really stupid. You should have paid attention to these red flags when they popped up, but you chose not to. So that was on me. And if you are like seriously thinking, oh, this MLM is going to be great for me, I just got to sign up my whole family so that I can be a upline and make money, I'm going to judge you too. Don't do your family like that. But anyway, that's why I wanted to make this video. I apologize for the quality of the camera or the audio. You know, my camera doesn't want to work. I don't have quality camera money, so it is what it is. So the first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about what was going on for me this year, 2020, everything that was going on, and the type of mental state that put me in to even be able to be approached about this MLM. So just like everybody else, right? I started out 2020 with high hopes. You know, I'm in a temp position, but I had made a lot of great connections. I was going to apply to be in a program with my current company where, you know, I'd make more money and I'd be a full-time employee and it would have opportunities for advancement. So I was really, really excited. I met with the manager over that position. I talked to all the other people in that position. My current manager loves me and he was going to put in a good word for me. I was super qualified for the position just by the work that I was doing at my job alone. So I was really, really excited. I was like, oh, I got all of this in the bag, man. Like, I'm about to get this position. I'm gonna start with them. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna make this money. I'm gonna get a new apartment. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get my cat. Like, everything was, I had high hopes for everything. I was super excited. And then COVID happened. And at first, you know, we're hearing about COVID and everybody's downplaying it. People at my company are downplaying it. The president's downplaying it, even though I don't really listen to what he got to say anyway. But he was downplaying it. The CDC and the World Health Organization, they were kind of like, look, everybody's going to get it. But, you know, if we are safe and we're clean and all of that stuff, everything's going to be fine. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's no big deal, whatever. February comes and people start canceling flights. Companies start acting shady. March comes, I had to cancel my flight because the people who I was gonna visit on vacation were like, yeah, we're not doing nothing. This COVID shit ain't no joke. People start dying en masse. My company is going back and forth about whether or not they're taking it seriously or not. I feel like my company took it seriously, but they didn't want to let anybody know that they were taking it seriously because there was all kind of rumors going around. I had coworkers telling me, oh, I heard if you drink a lot of water, you won't get COVID because, you know, the COVID, it get in your mouth. But if you drink water, you know, it'll flush it down to your stomach and your stomach will kill it and you won't get it. And I was hearing BS like that. Then I was hearing people be like, they gonna shut down the facility and all the temps are gonna get fired. And I was like, I looked over at my boss like, you got something to say about this? And he was like, oh, those are just rumors. Don't listen to the rumors, you know. Nobody's shutting the building down. The company's not firing anybody, blah, blah, blah. Within like 2 weeks, people are getting fired. They're telling the people who are full-time employees to work from home. And then I'm coming to my boss and I'm like, you sure I'm not getting fired? He was like, oh, you're not getting fired. No, we need you. We're just gonna, you know, we're gonna have you come in, but just sit like alone and spaced out to make sure that we're like social distancing and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I start hearing rumors from the other temps about they're closing the building down. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're closing the building down. So I got my boss, I said, I'm still hearing these rumors that they're closing the building down. And if they do that, I'm gonna have to get laid off because I can't work from home. I don't have clearance. So then he's like, I don't know where all these rumors are coming from. It's not true. Within the span of like a week, it goes from, well, my manager goes from, we're not shutting down a building, everything's fine, we just got a social distance, we'll be fine, to being like, okay, well, we might be, we're gonna have people working from home, but you know, we're not gonna shut the building down. Within a span of 1 day, it turns to, okay, we are gonna shut the building down, but don't worry, we're gonna figure out a way around this. I was getting messages even from the temp company I work for, like, nah, they're gonna lay you off. And I was like, and my boss was like, no. So he goes and he has meetings and he's talking to people and he's like, okay, I got clearance for you and the other temp that he had to work from home, sent us all home, and then was like, okay, then the other temps in the other departments, they're gonna work from home starting Monday. So I said, okay, cool. So Monday comes and I'm working like normal, but I'm just working from home. And I'm like letting my boss know, like, hey, the other temps that are going to be working from home, let them know if they need help. I'm willing to help them. Tuesday, I'm like, I haven't heard from any of the temps in the other department. So I reached out to my boss and I'm like, what happened? He's like, oh yeah, they all got fired. And that was like 13 people. And I was like, I thought they were working from home. And he's like, I thought so too, but apparently I'm just finding out like you finding out. Now apparently they got laid off too. And I was like, okay. And I was like, so am I about to get laid off? And he's like, no, it's fine. We need you. We got clearance or whatever. And you know, if you have anxiety, it does not matter what someone else says to you. There's a voice in your head that says, fuck that, you're getting fired. And so I just had that constant stress on me no matter what anybody said. I was like, I'm going to get fired. I'm going to lose my job. Everybody around me losing their jobs, family members unemployed, friends unemployed, people who I knew from college who were doing internships getting canceled, people who are in school having all kinds of problems with the schools being shut down. So it was just pandemonium going on. And the CARES Act comes out, so thank goodness people get the extra unemployment benefits and everything. And people were telling me, they were like, well, you know, if you get fired, you could just collect unemployment, it'll be fine. And I'm like, no, it won't be, because if I am going to get a new apartment and get a cat, I can't be unemployed. They don't want to hear, oh, my unemployment check is this much. No, they want to hear you have a job where you make 3 times the rent. So all of this is going on and I'm stressed out, and a few months go by and, you know, everything is going crazy, but I still have my job, thank goodness, you know. And so July comes and goes, I get my apartment, I get my cat, everything's still good. But now my contract's coming up. It's about to end in September. So I'm like stressing out again. I'm applying to jobs. I'm talking to my staffing company. I'm talking to other staffing companies, because the job that I was going to get at the company I work for was no longer hiring because COVID fucked everything up. So I had to scrounge and scramble and network and try to meet people and apply to all these jobs and try to figure out what the hell am I going to do. And am I going to even find a job that's going to pay my bills, because everybody's unemployed right now. So there's a lot more competition than there's ever been before. So I'm doing all of that and I'm stressing out about all of that. And I'm on LinkedIn, you know, reaching out to recruiters, adding people, sending messages and everything, when someone requests to add me who went to my college. And I'm like, oh yeah, I add everybody who went to college with me. especially if I look at what they've been doing and they seem like they're, you know, good people. This woman reaches out to me and she basically says, hey Minu, you know, you seem like a great person, you got all this great experience, and I'm just like out here during quarantine trying to connect with people who I went to college with, and I just want to talk to you about like what you've been doing since you left college. And me, I love to talk. I love to tell all my business. So I'm really excited. I'm like, yes, I got some stories for you. I'm about to tell you stuff. You ain't gonna believe the things that I gotta say to you. And so I'm really excited. And I was just open to it because I was open to meeting new people and talking to new people, because you never know who you're gonna meet when you open yourself up to meeting people. So I was really excited to talk to her. So we set up a meeting to talk, and I'm gonna talk about that in the next video.